Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today you'll be getting a personal tour of my front yard gardens. I'll be sharing tips and tricks I use to beautify my home, and hopefully they'll help you to beautify yours. I'm so excited. Let's go. Okay, so now we're walking out to what I call my little tree garden, which I'm pretty proud of. Ooh, do you see those birdies? That's the beauty of waking up early. Okay, so this is my little tree garden. Say hello to Mr. Frog. These are called impatiens, and I chose to use these under the tree because they are minimal sunlight. You don't want to plant them in much sun or else they will die. So the impatiens are pretty good plants to use under shaded area in your yard that you have and you want to plant a garden. This is what they look like. See, I have a mixture of purple, red, white, and pink. And if you notice what I did, let me show you. I actually have pots buried in the ground. What that does is it gives me control over where stuff grows, and so you have a much more controlled look and also minimal weeds. If you notice, I also have wood chips down, and you want to put wood chips down, guys, because they will save your butt on these hot summer days, especially when you're feeling tired or even lazy and you cannot water them one night. The wood chips lock in the moisture, and so therefore the plants stay hydrated. Also, they prevent weeds from growing. I obviously need to put down some more here because I have a little terrorist growing here. And so these are my babies under my tree garden. Moving over to my other sets. This side of my yard is a so-called rock garden. I will be getting rid of this in the future, but for now I needed to do something with it, and so I just installed pots on it. And believe it or not, I planted these pots myself. I did not buy pre-done pots. What I did was I went to my local nursery and Walmart and picked out some sets of flowers and planted them, and they will eventually grow and spread by themselves, and you can get huge bouquets. This one here would cost $50, and I only spent like what, $4 on getting that whole pot look like that. No, I spent $2 on getting that pot look like this, because what you can do is you can get sets of 4 or 6 plants from the nursery or Walmart, and that's only $1 a set. These are my hanging pots. I absolutely love my hanging pots. These ones I did buy because I just saw them and fell in love with them. So this is not another idea you can use if you want to have a little pop look to your yard, but you don't want to be doing much planting. Hanging pots work well. They beautify your home, and they're contained, and you just have to water them and feed them occasionally. Going down to these ones right here, these are also pots that I planted. So some of them are losing their blooms already. I promise they looked much better. And you can make your own pots. Each pot here on average cost me only $2 because I planted them myself, and that's including the pot. Then we're going over to this little baby here. I'm so proud of it. This is another idea you can use: stands, and hang a flower on it, and that actually gives your yard a pop look without a garden. Say hello to my little bunny rabbits. So what I did here is I just mixed different varieties of petunias, and this is the main attraction. Look at that, guys. Isn't that beautiful? So all these ones at the front, they are called petunias. They are annuals, so they will only last this year, but I will have this beauty in my yard all year long. And that's the beauty of getting annuals. You will have blooms all year long. Another good thing about petunias is the different varieties. As you can see, I got me a lot of different varieties. That helps to give you a nice pop look to your yard. And they're very inexpensive. Look at these ones. They're just gorgeous. Now, if you are gardening also on a budget, you want to ensure that along with the annuals, you do have perennials planted. And that's what these are. They are a variety of hostas, variegated hostas, and they are perennials. So these will come back every year. I don't have to spend money on them because they come back every year. The beauty about these hostas is the fact that the leaves themselves are the attraction. They're variegated and beautiful. But they do put out these buds, and these will last for maybe a couple weeks, and then they'll go, but you still don't lose the main attraction, which are the beautiful leaves. And you have different varieties of hostas that you can buy, because this is slightly different from this one, as you can see. And they all put out this flower that is on top. I generally didn't like these long stringy flowers they put out because they're so tall, but I have to admit I think they look pretty good this year, and so I'm not complaining. Then we come around here to these fellas. These are also perennials. They come back every year. They're called Asiacas, and what they do is these ones put out a beautiful big flower that's yellow, and these ones they put out a burgundy flower, and they've already bloomed once this year. They have one more set of blooms to go, as you can see, and then they'll stop blooming for the rest of the year. But the beauty of having these plants is the fact that, as I said, they come back every year. More money in your pocket. I have these that come up naturally as well. As you can see, they're all gone, but they are also a bright pink, and they pop. They look like a beautiful bell hanging with pink and white striations. Very beautiful, guys. So these are just a little bit of tips I can give you about what kinds of flowers you can plant in your yard. And also, you want to make sure you put your wood chips down. You can use your hanging pots, and if you do not like the commitment of planting in the soil, you can plant your flowers in pots in the dirt. Let me know what you think, and stay tuned for when I'll give you a tour of my backyard videos.